All right, so EL is back in the news. A guy who was one time the artist of the year at VGMAs. EL has so many hit songs from Kalu all the way to he has so many hits. So many hits. But then Wana, that was just the beginning of his career. Later on, he came to have other major hits. EL was even giving hits to other people like Sarkodie and the rest. Another skill that EL had was that he was a producer. EL was producing. You see, there are so many artists in Ghana who have no other skill but to sing or to rap. So these people have it very difficult before they blow, because there's no other money coming in. But EL is someone who was producing other people. So even if performing money is not coming in or hit songs are not coming in, you are producing other people. So definitely your daily bread is covered. Now, after EL making it to the limelight, he was signed to BBNZ, where people felt like, okay, he's taken care of because he has a label. Now EL came out, dropped a couple of hit songs. In a year, EL dropped so many hit songs which won him the artist of the year at the VGMA. I don't remember the year. All of a sudden, EL disappeared from the scene. I don't know why. But today I'm about to tell you how I feel about EL. You see, the problem is EL feels he's a rapper. He's a hip-hop guy. So he wants to always show that side of him. After winning an award with commercial songs, I don't know why you want to go back to hip-hop as your main type of genre to be dropping. You can always drop hip-hop songs on your timeline or on your YouTube or in your discography, but you don't have to focus there. You already seen, you already witnessed that these type of songs is what brings money, the commercial songs. So I don't know why you would want to focus so much on hip-hop. Ghanaians don't really care about those who are doing real hip-hop. All they care about is music that you can dance to. You see, the type of hip-hop songs that Sarkodie does, those are not like the hardcore hip-hop raps, hip-hop songs that people are paying attention to, lyrics or whatsoever. In Ghana, they pay attention to beats and rhythm. So Sarkodie could drop a song, Illuminati. People just focus on the beat and the rhythm and the cadences, how he's delivering. That's what people care about. People don't really care about the hardcore who is really doing the hip hop. And I feel like that's the problem with EL. EL always wanted the recognition for being a hip hop artist. Because I remember the year he won Artist of the Year, but he wasn't awarded the hip hop Artist of the Year. He was upset, or the rapper of the year, which so many people felt he didn't deserve it because the song he was expecting to hit wasn't that popular. You understand? So if a song is not that popular, how do you expect to be awarded the rapper of the year? Now, when EL was granted an interview recently, he made mention of how he traveled to the US because things were not so good. So when he traveled to the US, he had to do, delivery to make ends meet. Now let me ask you, when you were traveling to the US, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Because obviously your music is not being sold. You are not popular in the US where you'll be playing shows. So when you travel to the US, your expenditure goes up. So if you don't work, how do you expect to survive? I don't get it. When people are doing music in the US and the money is not coming in, these people are working at the warehouses. They are doing the normal 9-to-5 job until the music thing pops off. So if you are a producer in Ghana, If you are doing music in Ghana, your music is not really that big in the US. So when you were traveling to the US, what were you expecting? You see, this is the problem with a lot of Ghanaian rappers. They travel to the US and they want to live a stardom in the US. You can't be a star in the US if your music is not popping off. You will not get paid. But you have to pay rent. You have to survive. So what you have to do is you have to do the normal jobs that everyone is doing, because over there you are not a star. You are a normal person. So for EL to say that there was a time he was doing delivery in the US, I don't know. It is not beyond you, because you are not a star in the US. You are not making that much money to say that I'm traveling to the US to just cool off, like what Davido and Wizkid and them can do. You are not there yet. So that move that you made to move to the US, you put yourself in a predicament that required you to be working the normal jobs. And I don't understand how you can have a skill set as a producer. Even if the music thing is not popping up, you can produce. I don't know if the management deal that you went, the management deal that you were in, or the record deal that you were in, your skill as a producer was also involved. I don't know. But you could have stayed in Ghana and produced for other people. Another problem that I have with EL is that he doesn't want to study the market. He doesn't want to move with the people. I'm not saying you should always move with the people, but you have to understand where the trend is going. But if you say that, right now people are not doing the real, so I'm not going to drop music, I'm not going to do that. If you're not doing that, who are you hurting? You're hurting yourself. And he made a statement that he kept dropping songs and they were not hitting, so he decided not to even do music. Come on. It is not every music that will hit. That is the reason why you have a fan base. So if you drop songs and the song is not a hit, you may not get new fans, but you have a fan base who will listen to you and you still make money off of streams. So when artists say that, I'm not dropping songs because when I drop them, they don't hit and I invest so much. Why do Ghanaians we focus so much on hits and awards? You just need to do music that will, bring in, that will create your fan base. So when you have a fan base, anytime you drop songs, whether it hits or don't hit, you have people to listen to it. Now, another thing EL said that I was like, you know what? I'm surprised that a seasoned artist like EL will make such a statement, was that EL said he was having problem with his management. It is sad that as an artist, you are not allowed to make decisions on your own creative. Sometimes you have a song and you feel like you want to put maybe Jay-Z on it, and management will say no. He didn't like the idea. But EL, let me explain something to you. As an artist, if you are an independent artist, you can decide that this is the person that I want to put on my music. You are using your own money. But if you belong to a label, the label has their people in place, artists and repertoire, who will make decisions on, okay, this is how we should do it, this is what we should do, this is the person that we feel will fit the music, this is the kind of money we have, can we push the music, can we pay for the feature? All these things come into play. So sometimes artists will feel like we need to, have this song or this guy on the song will pop off. But one thing you have to understand is that there are so many things that come in play. Money, budget for the videos, all those things. Just like Famia felt like it was necessary for him to put all these artists on his hit song, which was his debut song, which was Nothing I Get. And management thought it wasn't necessary for you to put money back into a song that is already big. Why don't we just focus on the next hit? But he didn't understand. So sometimes artists feel like they are the one making the music, so they should be allowed to make all the decisions. No. If you want to do that, then you might as well stay as an independent artist and you have full control of your creative. But once you belong to a label that is well structured, they will definitely ask you, or they will definitely bring in everybody on board to make decisions on your creatives. There's money involved. Before they spend a dollar, they have to make sure that they can recoup that money. So if you have a song and you want to put Jay-Z on it, and Jay-Z is asking for maybe $500,000, is it possible that you get that money back? Any record label will make sure that that money is being well spent, because if the money doesn't come back, you are in the hole. That's why when you go to the US, so many artists owe record labels, because when the money that is given to you, the advance that is given to you when you sign a record label, when you sign on a record deal, it is not free money. That is an advance. That is the loan. So when you make an album, every sale, they have to take the money that they have already loaned you. So if they give you $1 million and your album sells $600,000, remember that you owe $400,000, and they have to keep taking that money out before you pay them off. So some artists will take the $1 million, go and spend it anyhow, and when the album doesn't sell and they fall below, now you owe the label. You don't have any money. That is the reason why most of the time you see artists who will go on tour just trying to make money, because they don't have, the record sale was bad. So what they have to do is that they have to make appearances to make money. So Ghanaian artists, you guys need to understand how these labels work. You can't just assume that since you are an artist, you should be left alone to do what you want to do. It doesn't work like that. And I was surprised and I was perplexed. I was astonished to hear from EL, who is a seasoned artist, make such statements. The problem is we want liberty. We want freedom. And freedom is expensive. If you want to be free and make decisions on your own career, then you have to come up with the money to fund it. You already know what the name is, man. My name is Jebi the Mogul, and this is MMTV. Ask Jebi. Have a wonderful day. Peace.